What is up, my people? I hope you're doing well. Happy Mother's Day. I am sorry for the delay of having a very quiet channel for this whole week. So it's kind of a little bit of a vacation week for me. I had some family come visit too. I haven't really been coming out with too many videos. But next week, I'll be coming out with a pretty normal, frequent amount of what I usually come with, about like 4, hopefully 5 videos. And then the following week, I will be going to EDC. So I'll make sure to have some videos ready for that too. But just know that that week, I will probably also be pretty absent compared to this. But yeah, so welcome to another edition of Singles of the Week. If you're new to the channel, just go right on ahead and hit the subscribe button. Hit the bells to always keep notified on my newest content. And goddamn, my voice is just gone from last night. But you already know how we do. Let's get right into it. Starting off, we have indie pop rock band Beach Bunny out with their 3rd single for the upcoming LP, Karaoke. And it's got a nice tune to it. I'm digging the light indie cosmos to it. It's got a rather off-putting tempo switch up towards the end of the song that just feels kind of forced, if I would really put it in that way. But I think it's good. I think it's nice on the ears, and it's chill. I like it. Check it out. Then next we got abstract rapper Boldy James and producer Real Bad Man out with the song All the Way Out. James is just ripping this beat piece to piece, just calling out all the phonies with no filter. This beat is pretty good, might I mention, and this is just a dope track. This is most definitely a fire track for me, no doubt. Then we got some new alternative electronic music with BABii and Iglooghost out with LiiTE, and I gotta say the template on the synths is very wide and dynamic. The subtleties are a very huge game changer for this track as well. I'm loving the ether vocal design for the song too. I'm just loving it. I'm loving everything that the song has to offer. It is just great. I want to go back to it more and more. It's probably going to be my most played song of the week, possibly. Loving it. Try it out. Next, we got some new Lady Gaga out with the song Hold My Hand, and it just sounds like some normal rock, electronic arena music, and reminding me a little bit of a Celine Dion, mainly vocally though, I will say. But I'm not minding Gaga showing a lot of power on here, and that's cool. But as a track, it doesn't really urge me to really run it back and play it on repeat, so it's just okay. Next, we got the Snuts featuring Rachel Chinouriri on the song End of the Road, and it's some indie meeting soul pop, and it's starting off a bit staggered. I would say I was a little bit off with the Snuts vocalist in the beginning, but the chorus is fantastic. The layering is awesome. I'm loving the chemistry between the two singers. This is a very redemption full of track, and I like it. Check it out. Suicide Silence is out with a new track. Deathcore band, if you're not familiar with them. This track is called Thinking in Tongues. Hey, so this is kind of disgusting. I'm liking the breakdowns on here. They feel destructive. They feel sick. They feel punishing. It's not terrible for the rest of the track, I would say. It just kind of feels like a pretty standard and similar and duplicate Suicide Silence kind of song. But overall, it's decent. It's got some good moments to it. Then up next is A$AP Rocky out with the song D.M.B. This is a little nice single that we're getting from A$AP Rocky. The beat has some really good taste to it. Rocky has some great flow. Overall, I think the production and just the mixing is just still well put off, and this is just a great track. I'm liking it a lot. This is a really good one. You should check it out. We also got some new Sharon Van Etten out with the song Mistakes. This instrumental on this track is lovely. It's a moderate indie rocker, moderate on its pacing too, might I know, but the melodies are just gorgeous. They are wonderful. It's also got this little garage rock-esque touch to it. Sharon is absolutely murking this track, like eating it up, making it her bitch. This is easily one of my favorites on this list, and I will be talking about this album very, very soon. Stay tuned for that. Next is country singer Morgan Wallen out with the song Thought You Should Know. I think it's decent. I mean, I think a lot of country fans will for sure adore this. I mean, they love Morgan as a singer no matter what. It's just another typical country romance narrative to me, but overall, it's okay. Next is this new song from the last Dinosaurs. This one is called Cdmx. It's an alternative indie band if you're not familiar with them. Altogether, I feel like there's just really not that much different offered onto the song. It's a manageable play, though it is a bit unmemorable, and I just don't really have much interest to return to it. But I really hope that this turns out well when they come out with their full LP, so we'll see. Logic's also got a new track out with Russ on the song Therapy Music, and I think the verses for the two have some nice wordplay effect to it with the topic, and it's not bad. And I don't really have too much love for this sound. I mean, like, I like the styles of like where they're going with like the boom bap, but at the same time, like, it doesn't really have that spark, you know, that finishing touch that makes it feel like a signature Logic song on the way. I mean, Logic kind of sounds the same, and that's like kind of good and kind of bad at the same time, but I don't know. Unfortunately, the two just don't combine for a bigger power duo moment, even though they do use their skills to its potential, I guess. So do what you will with the song. Rae Jepsen has a new song out too. This one is called Western Wind, and it's sounding like some tropical shoegazy pop music. I'm liking the guitars and brighter pads onto the track. Carly has a great chorus added to this track. The mix is honestly splendid, and I think it's fantastic. No complaints from me whatsoever. I just love it. Check it out. Next is a track from Joel Corey, David Guetta, and Bryson Tiller out with What Would You Do? But this one is the remix from Alle, Farben, and I don't recall hearing the original version when I really think about it, but as for this one, it sounds like it didn't have really much touched up to it. Almost like it was just like inserting some presets and like copying and pasting a lot of stuff, not really going back to like really like smoothing things, but which is not always a bad thing. I mean, using presets is not a terrible thing. I mean, but I feel like you can't just like throw it in there and just like kind of just lower the mix or increase it, whatever. I mean, it just seems pretty obvious that just wasn't really that much thought put into it. I like Bryson Tiller on the vocals, I guess, so, but I just kind of dislike almost everything else about it. I don't know. I'm almost in the neutral zone for it, but at the same time, I'm like, I think overall, I just got to give it the red emoji just because it's just too close for a mixed margin of error. So yeah. Then we got emo pop punk artist Youngblood out with the new track Memories, featuring contemporary pop punk artist Willow, and it's pretty much what you would expect. It sounds like another regular, bland, boring, pointless, uninspiring pop punk track, and yeah. Next up is rapper Key out with the song Boom, and he's going into a little bit of his Afrobeat roots onto hip-hop views. I personally think it is hideous. Hideous, dude. I think it's just flat out bad. Like, I'm not even into key setting the tone on here. Like, it's just, it feels so weird. It feels so awkward. It feels so cringe. I just feel like this is just not his style. I'm not a fan. Next up is future-based DJ Gryffin out with the song Alive with vocalist Calle Lehmann. And I think the vocalist did a decent job. Griffin's also okay on the mix-wise, but I can't really differentiate or even recall what to really tell you that really gave a highlight for this track. So, like, obviously I'm mentioning that it's unmemorable, but I don't know. I mean, if I've heard it again, I'd be okay with it. But at the same time, it's just like, I don't care to re-dissect it just because there's not really that much to find. Then we got Holo out with the single I Don't Feel Anything Anymore. It's a dreary electronic track sounding sad, sounding lonely. It slowly progresses into a bigger picture, and it got a little bit of some meditative qualities that I do like. But other than that, there's not that much body to the track that really appeals to me. Next is a new Kygo track called Freeze, inching closer and closer to this newest record. Now this track is interesting. It starts off very cool, very misty, pretty gentle and quiet. Then it comes a splash of sauce synths that have a really nice bite to it. This song is good. I think it's good. I like how it comes in and out with very slow pace, enhancing the focus to the instrumental on here. The buildups are great and exciting and epic. The song is actually decent. The final drop, it could have been better for sure, but I like it. It's decent. Then we got a new LiiTE track featuring Roddy Rich. This song is called How. This track is absolutely disappointing. I was expecting a bit more for what we thought I would have got based off these two. I mean, they've had some good moments. I mean, but to me, it's just like a basic Chris Brown ripoff, like typical R&B pop song, but with no substance. And Roddy sounds like terrible offbeat. Like, it is just, I hated hearing it. It was so trash. Like, I don't like this one. I don't like it. Then we got a new Doja Cat track for the motion picture Elvis. This song is called Vegas. Yo, word. This track is dope. I am digging the fuck out of this song. I love the sample loops on here. They are so catchy. They're so rich. The beat production is just top grade. And Doja proceeding with excellence on this track, making it her moneymaker, and I'm highly satisfied, and I'm surprised too. I mean, you usually don't really get too many motion picture soundtracks that really have good moments to them, or just like overall just like great songs. I mean, they come in and out obviously, but in my opinion, that's not common. This one's great though. I love it. Then finishing off this week's singles of the week, we have two tracks from a brand new rendition of Taylor Swift's 1989 album with Taylor's Version series. This track I will be reviewing is called This Love, and it's awesome. It's really awesome seeing her continue the series of her retaking her older records and making them more authentic to her true self, and she's doing a great job of doing that so far. I think she's really showing a lot of maturity and growth as an artist, and it's a it's just great. As for the song, it's also great. It's angelic, it's well mixed, the drums have good punch to it, and Taylor, of course, sounds great. What can you go wrong with it? This is just a great song. And that is it for this week's Singles of the Week, guys. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed, go ahead and like, share, and comment down below. And if you're not already, subscribe to the channel. Down in the description, you'll see all my separate tracklist ratings for the album, more videos, and also links to my social media accounts so you can keep with me on the daily. Be tuned in for next week. I'm hoping to really get on my quick and breezy segment next week. For the people that I told I was going to come out this week, I am very sorry. Like I said, that I was really, really busy this week. I had family come visit and just had some holidays to celebrate. So I am working on it to my best ability. I'm going to hope to have those videos out next week. And I'm going to try to get as much good content to come out before I go on another vacation. And then when I come back from Vegas, I will be coming out with a sort of vlog-ish review video of my experience at EDC. So be ready for that. I'm really excited to work on that. And as always, thank you so much for watching the video. I'll catch you next time.